Hello, Jester. Sir Dom. Stream Elements bot running emoji robot. Just got done watching your pleb split Toyota GR race. Nice pace.
Yeah, it was a shame though, it didn't really count for anything. Same when I went to top split, I qualified 9th. Got a penalty like lap 1 because everyone like bunched up into the S's. Surfed my pen, caught up. Got past a few slow dudes, and then we got yeeted at turn 1 for my services. Drove around for about another lap or 2, got another penalty from pushing too hard, quit. I was like, fuck this. Honestly, I think I'd just rather do my lobby racing now, bro. Like permanently. Cunts are fucked. I think they're top shit. But I've been playing around with a few cars, spending a lot of money. It's just something I want to experiment with.
Yeah, I respect it, bro.
I'll still be around. I'll do combos that suit me and shit, but it's pretty bad. Getting fucking punted off track by cunts called Banana Josh. Go around every YouTuber sucking their dick. He's cocksucker.
You've been in a way better mood since you started tuning cars and racing in lobbies.
Yeah, 100%. Just got the brakes. Do I got sirens? Where are the sirens? Yeah! Uh-oh. And I've pulled apart my wheel. Fucking yesterday, day before, basically gave it a service, tightened everything up. Something don't feel right. I'm fucking lopsided or some shit at the moment. Because yeah, I was getting mad oversteer because my wheel was coming loose basically, and I swear it's because of the lobbies, because of how much like burnouts and shit we were doing. Just letting the wheel go fucking spastic. Oh no, it's gonna be a hard car to do this in. And I've been enjoying the edits too. But I'll still be fine for competitive racing, I just need to pick and choose when I do it.
Had no idea that coursed wear and tear, for a lack of better term.
Well, the way the Logitech is attached to the base, you have to remove the wheel, like in terms of what keeps the actual whole wheel attached to the base. You have to kind of undo the wheel, pull off the face, and then get in behind it, and you have a cord that comes from the engine to the motherboard in the wheel. It's a pain in the ass because you have to kind of move that out of the way and then get in behind it. And the it's like the direct drive type thing, like the hub that it's attached to. It's got like 6 screws, and as soon as you go to touch it, like you can see that they've, you know, physically come out a few mil. As soon as you go to touch them, they're moving, they're winding, you know, like, so I cranked the shit out of them, and I was like, it's a pain in the ass to do, to like hold the wheel in place as you're trying to do it. But it's definitely fixed. But it's a thing that, like, once you've done it, you have to kind of keep doing it. I'm gonna bring that speed back already. But I swear it's because of the burnouts, because I never had much of an issue with it until recently. And when we're doing some of these burnout, like some of the things I've been doing with my wheel, bro, like the way I've been letting it go and spin back, and you can see it in the feed a lot, like. But I have this idea at the moment too, like I've got too many ideas for lobbies that would just be fun. But I've been doing up a lot of the safety cars. And I thought of like safety car only races, shit like that. And I think we have to do something official with Trans Am, because it's very popular. People are loving it. Same people are showing up on weekends. Oh man, that's slick. And like driving these things, it's harder and it's just better. You actually feel like you're driving it. When you go back to a race car, it's very twitchy at first and like super responsive. You're overdoing everything, but within a lap or two, you're like perfection in a proper race car because it's like too easy. Like even that Ferrari, the current time trial, like that just truly feels like a super fast Group 3 car on racing hards. And it's, you know, a 60-year-old, fuck me, that's brutal. 60-year-old race car, but it's still, like, it's a race car, and it feels like a fucking race car. Even the Group 2 thing at Suzuka, I did like 3 laps to get my time. At first it felt like super sensitive and touchy, and I was like, I didn't crash once, but I was just like, I was keeping it on the road, but I was just overdoing everything. Turning, braking, and then like 2 laps later I was like, oh yeah, full send around Suzuka. Like even the Gazoo race, like those cars, you felt like you had to drive those things, and that's what made it fun. Nowhere near as quick as the cars I've been doing it in, but the way it is on fuel, it's got great top end. It's really fucking touchy. As it should be with the Hellcat engine. Really good brakes though. Just got about 100 fucking gears you gotta drop. Enough. It needs full-blown sirens. Very good brakes. Ooh. This is a damn reliable car. Bad fun. What is that thing on the side? Oh, like camera? Oh, the brakes are so good.
Sorry, had to step away for a sec.
Go for it. I'm falling in love with this car.
Copy on the maintenance your wheel requires.
least I'm able to pull it apart and fix it. Don't have to set it off or anything. But yeah, just the more you do it, screws and shit. Especially like, because the frame's like a plastic or whatever, like it threads into plastic and shit. Like the tighter you do them, eventually you just wear in the holes, you know, like it's just the nature of how things work. They get screwed in nice and tight once. Then anything after that, like once the screws are in and out, in and out, in and out, is just wear and tear and everything gets loose. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen any of my edits lately, but I've been having a ball with them, kind of doing new things with them too, new effects, styles, shit, some funny commentary, funny if you like, fucking bogan Aussies talking shit. I did a lap guide for the Monza time trial. Oh, mate, what are you doing?
That D be cool. Honestly not sure if ILL find it funny, but ILL give it a shot, LOL.
Oh, kinda hurt, Dom.
Different culture, LOL. Only comedy that I actually get is in Spanish.
Sí. ¿Qué pasa?
See laughing.
There is a Waterboy reference.
I am impressed, Sir Jester.
There is a Waterboy reference in the latest video. Like full blown, not just Waterboy reference, but like Waterboy scene. Because Ferbs was using a Waterboy livery, and he had a Waterboy moment. So I had to get some audio from the movie, throw it in there as like a, let's just check on him and see what he was thinking in that very moment. Gatorade H2O! Gatorade!
My mama said LOL.
Yeah, it's not quite that, but yeah. It's the bit where the coach fires him up. Hey, Billy! Water sucks! What? Use it on the field! Go out there! But yeah, Ferbs goes up Air Rouge and just fucking bins it so hard. And I'll replay it like 3 times over. Different angles. Water sucks! It really, really sucks! Could definitely do a lot more of that stuff. Just lazy. Getting, like, getting the audio or getting the actual video.
Emoji face with tears of joy.
And when I'm commentating now, I'm like Aussie man version of me that they're paying me, and I talk about it in like third person, like it's me commentating, but it's not me. Some other bloke that they pay to do the commentating that talks like a fuckhead. My mama said, your mama is wrong. Once again, something wrong with his oblongata. Fully sounds like a fucking donkey in that moment. Something wrong with his oblongata. Wrong, Colonel Sanders.
Some content with TPGN Merlin would be cool too. He has a lot of charisma.
Yeah, well, the cunt's not around, is he? I'm kind of doing exactly what he's always wanted too. When it comes to the edits. But yeah, he hasn't even been on. He's got every car in the game. I haven't even seen him on in like 2 weeks. Fucking E-Bulk was back in a few races. He had a few moments in the edit.
Now that you say that's true.
Yeah, E-Bulk was there.
Pennywise is always here.
That's not him though. It's not him. Like, it's legit, it's not him. But they know who each other are. They're mates. But it's not Gav. It's not Gav. It's not fucking Merlin the Clown or Pennywise the Magician. Like, it's someone else. Fuck, if Cockyman doesn't pit again, he's got me.
Oh, laughing, that's hilarious.
He was saying it to me a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, whatever, mate. Yeah, righto. He was like, no, I know who they are. They're a good bloke. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then when he was here the other day, I asked him. I was like, so you're not Gav. You're definitely not Gav, but you're someone else. And he was like, yeah, I know Gav. And I was straight away, I was like, I bet you he's former OGR. And then he said something else, and I was like, yeah, he's definitely former OGR. We all are, like... But I don't care. Gav was always one who cared about who people's alt account or identities were or shit like that. Like, I never did. And like, everyone's always telling me to make one. And like, what am I going to do with it? I can't stream with it. I couldn't upload content with it. So what am I going to do with an alt account? Like, besides, like, make life hell for people and become the very type of driver that I fucking disdain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do with a, like, secret alt account? What is the point?
You with the SE.
Safety A rating. Yeah, 100%. Cockerman's not going to pit. So I'm only going to get second out of this. This sucks. Just see it fucking charged. The bloke who won my pleb split race is an old acquaintance. There with an AC rating, and then the last time I seen him, like, I think the last Garza race.
The secret account is like a person in real life with the imposter disguise.
Yeah, I know. I know.
LOL, right? One T-word.
Yeah, what's the point? What's the point?
The AC guy you guys got the same time, but that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he nearly fucked up our Trans Am series when we did it, like, proper, back in the day. He was like a late entrant to it, joined in the speedway race, and he was a fucking mole. Everyone was like, get rid of that cunt, get rid of him. Like, he destroyed the race. And everyone was like, kick him out, get rid of him. So I did. And then I seen him like a couple of times in dailies after that. He just proceeded to make my life hell. And we kind of went from there. But he's not so bad. I can race the bloke. Like, he's not as bad as that fucking Joshua fuckhead. Not Banana Josh, the other Josh, but Banana Josh is a fuckhead too. But yeah, I certainly, like, the thing they seem to hate is, like, they do this stupid shit. And because, like, it's someone streaming, they get called out, or they get called a fuckwit to, you know, like, all of 5 viewers watching, and that's what upsets them. And, like, why they want to fuck with you for the rest of their lives, because you, like, called them out on their dirty shit online, which is always highly ironic to me. Oh, Cockubin. Bad luck, buddy. Drank a little too much juice. Swear, this race is pure RNG with who wins it now. This car is amazing. I cannot believe how planted it is. Once you get used to the throttle application in the lower gears, in the higher gears, it's just fucking, it can still turn. It's great with downforce, great with planting it. Incredible braking ability. And this is like the bitch version of the car. It is so fucking nerfed to get into this event. Just incredible gearbox on it too. Oh,
Survey
yeah.
says.
Survey says. Hey, oh. Looks like the wing's floating. Little sick burnout, bro. Beautiful. Look at that. Nailed it. That thing's mean.
I watched All Out last night. Was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it.
Day Sparrow San.
I probably enjoyed the Sting match the most, to be honest. And his look, bro, that fucking Joaquin Phoenix Joker Sting look. Oh my god, bro. I was creaming for it. Coming out to Metallica, like the music for the whole pay-per-view. They went all out. Like every single fucking person coming out to like a known song But to bring back Metallica for Sting, I was like, ah, my boy. That was, I was like full getting chills from it. It was like me being a 12-year-old watching wrestling again. Like,
Good day, Dom-san.
Made me very, very happy. And the main event was incredible, and we didn't get the predicted turn, which was great. It made it even more unpredictable.
And yeah, it was sick, and seeing Sting with the Joker paint on Wicked.
Yeah, it looked so good. Straight away, I was getting chills from it. The clip at the start, like, the makeup was perfect. Absolutely perfect. And, like, he's never done the Joaquin Phoenix look too, so it was good. Darby was just killing himself, as he does. But yeah, it was very good. Very, very good. Jericho and Ospreay killed it. Like, killed it. Ospreay carried him throughout the match. Like, some of the moves Jericho was pulling off, he wouldn't have been able to pull them off without Ospreay's sheer strength. Yeah, the video was sick.
The Jack the Ripper still video was awesome.
Usually whenever they do those videos before those matches, they're always black and white too, so it was like the first time that the first time that they done it with colour. And they were clearly, like, yeah, repping on Jack the Ripper, but, like, seeing that face, it had to be colour, like seeing the blue and the red.
Back.
No worries, bro. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Like, it was just me marking out, though, like, 100%. The whole pay-per-view was great. The match, the Stadium Stampede one was gruesome. Genuinely gruesome. Like, there was spots in that I don't want to see again. But for me personally, yeah, Sting, again, just marking out for him. Dude's a freak.
And yeah, Will definitely looked like he was carrying Jericho.
Yeah, just there was a bit where I called it. They were on the apron, and he like hit him from behind, and you could just tell with how far forward Will had bent over, you could tell he was preparing for some type of move on the apron, and like it was a German, but the way Will did it, like he backflipped himself onto his neck on the apron. Like I was just like I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. He's done the same thing with Kota Ibushi, but like the ferociousness of which the move looked was down to Ospreay, and then
Joe and Punk seemed a bit dull compared to how it could have been.
It was, but the humor in it was cracking me up. Like I was loving Joe being the monster at the start of it, and I was loving the crowd hating on Punk, and Joe like calling him a fucking wanker and shit. And the Cena 5 moves of doom and the Hogan what you gonna do bit, I laughed a lot. I thought that was very, very cheesy and very, very funny coming from them too. Like seeing the MJF do Hogan stuff is one thing, but seeing Punk and Joe do it is very funny. But yeah, the match itself was like, and the ending was shit. Like Punk's scraping through by his teeth.
Yeah, it was entertaining for sure. LOL.
The House of Black match was really good. I really enjoyed that. The 6-way match was really good. The girls match, I didn't really care about it, but the about halfway through when all the funny stuff was happening between Tony and Saraya, I had to laugh at it. Like Tony kind of was getting fucked over. Like she kept having things happen that just made her look like she was dodging Saraya, and like it was cheesy funny. the ending was predictable, but like, oh, also there was a bit where Saraya
I
had
loved the House of Black entrance.
there,
Emoji
yeah,
smiling
that was
face with
beautiful.
hard eyes.
There was a bit where Saraya had Tony like in like a fisherman hanging, like she had all her limbs, and Britt stomped on Tony's head, and I could have cried. I thought it was one of the most sickening, vicious things I have ever fucking seen. Like, she had no defense against it. But that was probably like my least cared about match on the card. The most entertaining was probably the Stadium Stampede, but it was cringeworthy. Like, there was just spots in it where you were just like, fuck it out, just enough of the violence. Like, the Sting match was great just for the visuals of it. The coffin was used really well, but the main event was special. So was the tag match with them too, but the main event was special. Very, very special. They killed it. Like, I kept talking to the missus about it, about how, like, they could have had, you know, people were complaining they didn't get an Omega one-on-one match or something like that. Like, they went with the future rather than what had established AEW and it really worked. Like, and they played us all too. Like, they've built this, like, they genuinely said the whole match and the way it played out felt like a Bloodline-esque. Like, I was caught up so much in the theatrics and the story and everything that was going on in that match. Like, but it was still like cheeky, dastardly Cole and, you know, rotten bastard MJF. Like, they really played it well. Roddy's involvement, Cole not being able to fuck him over, and MJF still at the end being like the hurt friend, you know,
Mox
like was
getting turned into a porcupine. Emoji
yeah, that was disgusting.
Face.
And the stuff that Cassidy went through. I thought Cassidy was the MVP of that match. Him and Trent were the MVPs of that match. They went through hell. Like, some of the moves that Trent copped, like, were just, it was fucked up. Like, even the same with MJF and Adam Cole, like the pile driver on the stair spot. There was like a brainbuster thing on the apron. Just in general, like, some of the display that they put on was incredible. Like, and I'm not the biggest Adam Cole fan. Like, dude's over as fuck. He's charismatic as fuck. He's funny. But I just, like, his style, I'm not the biggest fan. And then kind of the same with MJF. But the persona and character and gimmick of MJF is everything.
His best. He is awesome.
He's incredible. But, like, even the visual of the taped up fist and the glass and everything else he'd been through in that match, like, it was really, really, really well done. I feel for the cunt, man. Now he's got to fight Penta and then he's got to fight Mox. Like, he's going to lose that title very soon, and like, they're going to have to literally kill him to do it. And then I think we're going to get a heel turn out of him. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And it was like, compared to their usual big pay-per-views, it wasn't that long. It was only like 4 hours, just under 4 hours. Their big pay-per-views usually drag on. Like, they timed this one perfectly. Really, really timed it to perfection.
Like how they basically killed Darby.
Yeah, they always kill Darby. Yeah, for the TNT title, that's true, yeah. But the visuals of it, like, even the House of Black thing, the entrance, they didn't have to, like, the House of Black, alright, they've done their tribute. But the visual of the way AEW shot it was very WWE. And not only did they mention Wyndham Rotunda, they mentioned Bray Wyatt. Like, in that moment, I said to the missus, I was like, AEW is so much better than WWE. And she was like, what do you mean? Like, she just kind of looked at me, smiled. I was like, look, in terms of, like, who is the better, morally ethical company, I was like, AEW are hands down better than WWE. I was like, they just acknowledged.
Yeah, I found amazing.
I'm like, acknowledging Wyndham is one thing, his real name. You know, like, the same as when WWE, they acknowledged Luke Harper. They didn't acknowledge Brody Lee. They acknowledged Luke Harper, like, their performer. You know what I mean? And even though he'd gone from there. And they got rid of him. He was a guy who never wrestled for AEW and was clearly a big big influence on the world scale, and there are clearly guys in AEW who had his influence, and they mentioned him by name, as in his performer name for WWE, which they don't have to do, and he's just publicity for WWE. The way they shot it with the Firefly thing,
that they actually mentioned his in-ring name and
yes,
his real name.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like that for me was like, that's a step above and beyond. Like, you are essentially advertising the enemy, and they don't see it as that. Like, whereas WWE would and wouldn't acknowledge stuff like that. Like, you know, like I said, when Brody died, they acknowledged Luke Harper, not Brody Lee. They acknowledged their character, not the person. So, like, I just thought it was really, really well done. And then there was many references throughout the show, you know, and even the commentators took note of it, and just really, really, really well done. Like, and they didn't have to do it, and they're not doing it for like cheesy points. I think in general, like, everybody that's done anything in the last week has been like a genuine, like, tribute type fucking thing. They're outpouring.
To me it proves they are more mature about that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's about you know, the wrestling as a whole, the performer, the family of it, not the companies. It's not about, you know, who wrestled where or whatever. Yeah, it was. I just thought it was a big thing, and like all of those guys, like Bray's had a massive influence on him too, in terms of the House of Black. So yeah, it was really well done. Beautiful tribute.
Yeah, the whole industry, not just promotion based.
Yeah. No, but it was just to acknowledge that name, Bray Wyatt, because everywhere else, even with like Impact and like in terms of the press release and stuff, you're seeing Wyndham Rotunda, you know, the real man's name. Only WWE being like, you know, Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, etc., Husky Harris, whatever. AEW could have just had Wyndham Rotunda and that's it, but to actually just to say Bray Wyatt himself, it's that name is WWE. So really well done on their behalf. And I guess a possible face turn for House of Black, seeing the way they handed over the titles. Because they are so fucking over, too. Like, all three of them. Like, Brody in the match, I was laughing so hard when, like, they literally murdered the cunt. All three of them, like, did something to him, murdered him, go to pin him, and it was like one, and he just threw the cunt and stood up, and I laughed so fucking hard. I was like, this cunt's such a monster, like... I was like, whatever, just fuck off. Like, and then they did the exact same thing again and took all three of them to pin him. But I was laughing. I was like, nobody looks bad in this match. Like, every motherfucker was a beast. Like,
yeah, I laughed. Emoji grinning face with sweat.
but yeah, it was good. Probably better overall than I thought it was going to be. So this is Alfa Romeo with a Ferrari engine in it. Oh god. Snap 6 it does. Alright, so I gotta bring that gear back. Way back. I've usually got this thing set up for Le Mans. It's been weird trying to get cars set up for this and still win it. Because like statistically they look bad.
I didn't know what to expect, but definitely better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, same. Yeah, they're kind of the kings of throwing together a pay-per-view with like WWE, like Payback is an example. You know, they treat their like middle pay-per-views like really shit, and there's no build. You know, a week or two, there's no build, and then all of a sudden you got a pay-per-view that no one cares about. AEW get accused of the same thing, in terms of how long they have to their pay-per-view, and they don't even have a card. And then it's like people are like, oh fuck, you know, how are they going to build it? And then like 2 weeks later, it's done.
Interesting what they do now for All In.
But yeah, like 2 weeks later, they've got a card and it's like stacked as fuck, and the pay-per-view happens and everyone was like, oh my god, that was amazing. And it's like, and people questioned them, like, and it looks like this All Out will become their WrestleMania. Like,
it is only a few days away. MOG winning sprinting.
Yeah, I know. So they've got, well, yeah, they're doing it week back to back, like week to week, which is crazy. And it'll be in Chicago, Sears Center too. The Simon reckons, What Culture Simon reckons that it'll be Punk versus Starks, and he reckons Starks will win. Also, Simon Miller, they used Simon Miller. Simon Miller was technically a performer at All In. He was involved in the Miro and Will Hobbs segment and got like beat up by both of them. And Will Hobbs threw him into barricade. But yeah, go watch Ups and Downs, both of them. Like the one from immediately after, and then Simon's Ups and Downs. But Simon was a part of the show and actually didn't get to watch the show. He was behind the scenes
LOL.
with AEW like people the whole time. I was so happy for him. Oh, dog. Rough stuff. It's been nerfed too much, just not pushing through that speed. But it'll do an incredible job on fuel, but I just overall I don't think it's going to do a quick enough lap. Can't get over 275. Bring it back even more. Oh, we chucked the custom back in it. No, it is the custom. So what's the normal? It's worse. Why is it so bad? Group 3 race engine. So it'll guarantee it'll get the 3 or around it, which is all I need.
I got the Toyotas last night, the Corolla and the GR10.
Nice. I already had the GR10, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I got the Corolla, did it up. I was going to use it for this. I've got it sitting there at 600 at the moment. But yeah, this thing's engine swap. Sorry, this isn't the Ferrari one. This is the Suzuki BGT.
Yeah, I sold the hybrid because I already had it.
Yeah, it's just a different livery version. I think I did the exact same thing. But yeah, I've been doing up a lot of the like sports cars now. I guess like European sports cars and shit, more modern ones. Getting them, like doing them up fully and then kind of tuning them to different settings.
I got for selling it. MOG grinning sprinting face.
acceleration's mean. 4th gear cruising around here. That's not fair. That's the Group 3 engines for you. Fucking still weighs a ton and a half though. And yeah, I pulled my wheel apart, tightened it up again too. It's way better now. I'm not getting that oversteer that it was. Nowhere near as wobbly. Like I tightened it up bad. Did that yesterday while I was watching like the first half of All Out, sorry.
Feels better now it's tightened.
Yeah. Way better. It's ridiculous how much oversteer I was getting there. Alright, I was driving some of the cars. Alright, now we're getting the pace out of it. Still not much, but it's enough. Fucking A, it's enough. Oh, that was so easy. Oh yeah, it's got 6 years. Definitely needs a draft, buddy.
Jibo's Loop races start back up this weekend. I got BMW for his hour enduro races.
Nice. Not bad cars, either way. M4 and M3.
And I got AMG of course for his solos, emoji grinning squinting face.
You're going to be like fucking Hawko is to the Papa Leagues and McNaughty Leagues and shit, to Gibbo's Leagues. Or like Tater is to Trans Am. Dude just shows up and all the other cunts are like, fuck's sake!
I do absolutely no practice at all for any of his races. I just jump in and go, emoji grooming sprinting face.
Well, I guess he practices enough. You can check the streams out through the week, see what's going on and what you're up against. Hard to do, really doesn't have the top end.
Yet he has had practice logins up the last 2 days since he announced the season start.
Man.
He is doing a multi-class endurance race. GR4 and GR3 should be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like there's not much difference between Group 3 and Group 4, depending where you do it. It's still going to take like half a race for the cars to start lapping them. But yeah, like I said, Trans Am, we could do it. Trans Am's Le Mans cars. Have like 4 to 6 cars in Le Mans and the rest in a Trans Am. And there's your multi-class fucking race of sex. It just looks so good.
Yet there didn't look like there was much difference between the 3S and 4S, to be honest. Especially when you throw rain into it.
Yeah.
can get a multi-class Trans Am would be cool. Emoji thumbs up.
Yeah, I think it might make more sense to people like, I mean, Max loves his Jag, Tita's better, or they're better, full stop. Give them something to do against each other, and then the guys like Joker and Burbs, you know, can do their thing. Could mix it up. Fuck at that Merc is flying.
You just have to have points set out for the 2 different classes.
Yeah. That'll be easy enough. Might just look at it for like a practice thing. If we get like a lobby where it's got 10 people again, we'll give them the choice then, say alright, this is what we want to do as a test.
going to try save my money and get tickets for the Goofbums Festival. It's going to have a huge lineup of bands, but the tickets are lick.
Yeah, well, festivals are all like that now. Gotta be kidding me. Save.
True, but at the same time I don't think my body would like me very much after it. LOL.
Oh, fuck
Emoji grinning face with
Mate, I could
sweat.
barely do a 2-hour gig these days, let alone fucking 12-hour festival. Man, I remember the last festival I went to, I had like fucking half a gram of something. I was like, woo! The whole time. Like 27, 28, maybe 30. Can't remember.
Emoji grinning squinting face.
I think I might have a punter cunt here to win. Nailed it. push me up the hill, mate. No! Well, this car sucks. Don't get it. It's barely nerfed. It's got a fucking Group 3 engine in it. Doesn't make sense.
Gets murdered in a straight line.
It does. I just don't get it. Like, it's literally the Group 3 Alpha road car, and it's got a Suzuki VGT Group 3 engine in it. I don't get why it's so bad. Oh, look at this. Fuck off, Sisquillo. Fucking OP GTR.
And Frogger in the Op Supra.
It's weird that like they're the cars you're up against, and then like the only ones that we can seem to enter in it that are perfect for it are like old muscle cars or road cars, and then you try, I don't know, you just try to enter it on their terms, and no, just doesn't want to happen. But yeah, I've been doing up these fucking safety cars for lols. I did these. They're sitting right there. I feel like these will nail it. Especially the Merc. I've barely done anything to that. That one's sitting right there. I was going to try that too for lols. Some of these fucking safety cars though, they look mean. I want to have a safety car race. Like, what was this one? Oh, that's still on the softs. Fuck, no wonder. Oof spray. On the softs too. Oof spray. I should try it.
I got the Megan safety car in a ticket the other night. Emoji grinning squinting face.
Fuck, good stats. MR. Yeah, I did this one up for it. And I could go in on softs, that's mental. Yeah, this one looks so fucking cool. This one will definitely do it, I reckon. Yeah, these ones definitely do it. Yeah, the Civic fully done up should be able to do it, and that's on softs too again. Okay, so I didn't even do up this one. Just like basically got it there on the settings. Yeah, that thing will kill it. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I reckon this thing will be sick.
Be back soon, emoji thumbs up.
No worries, bro.
Good day, mate.
What's going on, bro?
Got my 6M and my GR Corolla yesterday.
Same. It's not a bad car. It's fun.
Yeah, I like it. I spent 2.5 mil on the Porsche Carrera 904 GTS.
Nice. Yeah, I've spent all the 6 mil already. Bought heaps of cars. Done up heaps of cars. Kind of why I'm doing this. Just testing.
Stunning car. Oh nice, mighty buy some more too. Did you watch the Dutch Grand Prix?
Yeah. Yeah, the rain was pretty hectic. Definitely made it interesting at the end.
Same, pretty insane. Great to see Alonso and Gasly on the podium again.
Yeah, Alonso in front of Gasly again. It's hilarious. Every time an Alpine gets on the podium, they're third, and there's an Aston Martin in second.
Lol. GG.
Yeah, that car's cool. Very, very cool.
Just noticed you were using a pace car.
Safety car. Oh, for fuck's sake, stop. Just let me take a fucking photo without all this shit coming up. Oh my god. Are you seriously fucking trolling me right now, PlayStation? It's not stopping, okay? Jesus Christ, that was a pain. For the brakes. Alright, I'm going to jump off. I might get back on later tonight for some lobbies, maybe, if people are interested or people are about, but only if. I've got plenty of other cars and ideas to race, but I'm always down for Trans Am or whatever too, so yeah.